Then the Lord thought, Sakka has lived a pure life for a long time. Whatever questions he may ask will be to the point and not frivolous, and he will be quick to understand my answers. So the Blessed Lord replied to Sakka in this verse, Ask me, Sakka, all that you desire. On what you ask, I'll put your mind at rest. Being thus invited, Sakka Devaraja put his first question to the Lord. By what fetters, sir, are beings bound? Gods, humans, asuras, nagas, gandhabas, and whatever other kinds there may be, whereby, although they wish to live without hate, harming, hostility or malignity, and in peace, yet they live in hate, harming one another, hostile and malign. This was Sakka's first question to the Lord. And the Lord replied, Ruler of the gods, it is the bonds of jealousy and avarice, Isa Macharya, that bind beings so that though they wish to live without hate, they yet live in hate, harming one another, hostile and malign. This was the Lord's reply. And Sakka, delighted, exclaimed, So it is, Lord, so it is, well-farer. Through the Lord's answer, I have overcome my doubt and got rid of uncertainty. Stop here for a moment. So, Sakka Devaraja says, most beings, we want peace, we don't want to fight and quarrel with each other. And yet we do. Why? At the end, the Buddha said, because of greed and jealousy. Because of greed, we want this, we want that. And when we see that other people have more than us, we are jealous. This is quite obvious in the world. You can see all around you. People are greedy, and when they have less than what you have, they are jealous of you and try to harm you in some way. Then Sakka, having expressed his appreciation, asked another question. But sir, what gives rise to jealousy and avarice? What is their origin? How are they born? How do they arise? Owing to the presence of what do they arise? Owing to the absence of what do they not arise? And the Buddha said, Jealousy and avarice, Devaraja, take rise from like and dislike. This is their origin. This is how they are born, how they arise. When these are present, they arise. When these are absent, they do not arise. But sir, what gives rise to like and dislike? And the Buddha said, owing to the presence, he continued. What gives rise to like and dislike? Owing to the presence of what do they arise? Owing to the absence of what do they not arise? And the Buddha said, they arise, Devaraja, from desire. Owing to the presence of desire, Chanda, they arise. Owing to the absence of desire, they do not arise. And then again he asked, but sir, what gives rise to desire? And the Buddha said, desire, Devaraja, arises from thinking, Vitaka. When the mind thinks about something, desire arises. When the mind thinks about nothing, desire does not arise. But sir, what gives rise to thinking? Thinking, Devaraja, arises from the tendency to proliferation, papancha. When this tendency is present, thinking arises. When it is absent, thinking does not arise. And he asked, well, sir, what practice has that monk undertaken who has reached the right way, which is needful and leading to the cessation of the tendency to proliferation? And the Buddha said, Devaraja, I declare there are two kinds of happiness, the kind to be pursued and the kind to be avoided. The same applies to unhappiness and equanimity. Why have I declared this in regard to happiness? This is how I understood happiness. When I observed that in the pursuit of such happiness, unwholesome factors increased and wholesome factors decreased, then that happiness was to be avoided. But when I observed that in the pursuit of such happiness, unwholesome factors decreased and wholesome ones increased, then that happiness was to be sought after. Now of such happiness as is accompanied by thinking and pondering, and of that which is not so accompanied, the latter is the more excellent. The same applies to unhappiness and equanimity. And this ruler of the gods, or Devaraja, is the practice that monk has undertaken, who has reached the right way, leading to the cessation of the tendency to proliferation. And Sakka expressed his delight at the Lord's answer. Stop here for a moment. So, the Buddha is saying here that there are two kinds of happiness. One is accompanied by thinking and pondering, which is worldly happiness. And that which is not accompanied, that happiness which is not accompanied by thinking and pondering is jhana, especially the second jhana, where there is no more vitakka and vichara. So, for normal people, ordinary people, there is this tendency to proliferation because they have not tasted the happiness of jhana. So, not knowing the happiness, the bliss of jhana, they like to think. So, there is this tendency to proliferation. So, they think a lot. A lot of people like to think a lot. So, because of thinking, because of the tendency to proliferate the mind, to proliferate, that means one thought becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, 100 becomes 1,000. So one is always thinking, and then because of thinking, there is desire, and because of desire, there is like and dislike, and because of like and dislike, there is avarice and jealousy. Avarice means strong greed, and if you cannot get your greed satisfied, then you have jealousy, because of like and dislike. But somebody who has attained jhana, and he knows of a bliss which is not accompanied by thinking and pondering, then he prefers not to think. And when he does not think, there is not you don't have the tendency of the mind to proliferate. So you don't have all this. You don't have thinking, you don't have desire, you don't have like and dislike, you don't have avarice and jealousy.